we have Toastmaster Aloysius. Toastmaster Aloysius, I request you to please read out these speech objectives.
Toastmaster Vivin is giving his level 2 project 2 in innovation planning, which is connect with your audience. Purpose statement of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. The member completing this project is practicing the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. To do this, member needs to present a topic that is new or unfamiliar to the club members. All the best, Vivin. Over to you, TM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aloysius. Please welcome Toastmaster Vivin Joy. Toastmaster Vivin Joy, and so the adventure begins. And so the adventure begins. Toastmaster Vivin Joy.
Life is a journey by itself, but that journey is often associated with mundane schedules and work. So it's important to take a break at times, but we often miss an important factor when we take a break: adventure, or dealing with uncertainty. Toastmasters and friends, let me take you through one such adventurous journey of mine. It started with me and my wife planning our second international trip after her graduation. Sh- She had just completed a grueling 1 year MBA at ISB and wanted a break. We planned for a 1 week vacation. Since it was a big budget vacation, we started by asking our friends who had traveled to similar destinations. But their plans only made us more confused. There were many places to visit and too little time to plan and book. My wife, being the management guru, decided to take this as one of her own projects. Sh- She listed down the task and split it among us so that we can work on them parallelly. I was given the task to apply visa, book the tickets, and also to book the tourist spots. Her task was an important one. It was to decide on the itinerary and to book the places to stay. But we both had a common vision to make it as adventurous as possible. So we stayed away from all the travel agents. We had a 1 month to plan this out. After few weeks, everything was set. There were some gaps in the plan, but we decided to fill it up as the trip goes by. The day came and we boarded the airlines. It took us 10 hours to reach the destination with one stopover at Singapore. Once we reached our destination, we realized our first mistake. As per our plans, we would have reached the airport by 5 p.m., but our immigration check took time. So it it actually took us 3 hours to come out of the airport, and we also had problems in catching an Uber because we had to buy a SIM to get the internet connectivity. And we finally reach our place at only at 10:30 p.m. A place which becomes dark even by 6 p.m. 10:30 p.m. was very late. You wouldn't find a single person on the road. But fortunately, we had brought some food from the airport, and that kept us warm and happy. The next day, we rented a SUV. Since we had to cover like 6 cities, totaling a distance of 2,000 kilometers, we ensured that the car was a good one. We booked a Hyundai Santa Fe. Food was an important factor to us. So we ensured that we tried the local cultural food, but also the other the cuisines. But we ensured that w- we ate from an Indian restaurant at times so that we would be contented. Many of the places were deserted, and we had to drive miles and miles to find even a cafe. Most days we were out the whole day driving and visiting the spots and having late dinners. The Airbnb homes provided us the right choice because we didn't have to do the check in and the checkout process every time. We had chosen the six places such that we drove through the various terrains. We drove to the grasslands of Rotura, an active volcano called Mount Tongariro, the beaches of Coromandel, the caves of Vetimo, and the city of Auckland. I believe you all would have guessed the place by now. It's the scenic New Zealand. Though the trip to such a beautiful place is graceful by itself, it was made adventurous and exciting by the fact that we planned everything by ourselves without any rustic schedule or timings. I would like to conclude with a quote: the adventure begins at the end of the roads you know. So choose your next destination to a place less traveled and plan everything by yourself and let time and destiny fill the unknowns. So when are you going on adventure? Over to you, the team Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vivin. It was a very adventurous and thrilling speech. They say adventure feeds your soul. Uh,